There we go. There's the unmute button. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How are you all doing today? Let's see. We got... Oh, thank you so much for the 5 bits. Appreciate that. And Tate, welcome. Yeah, so like I said in the message, I woke up late. So one thing I'm trying to do right now before we get into the stream proper is... download some more music from Chill Hop. So I guess we can kind of do that for a bit and just chat for a sec while I get this going. Because, you know, I do have a pretty good amount of music to play during the streams, but, you know, I'd also like for us to hear some different stuff too. Sean, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? So yeah, we're just grabbing some tracks. I'm trying to finish downloading this track, but downloading stuff from Chill Hop is kind of slow going. I haven't had to deal with download speeds this slow since... well, it's been a while. So... well, I guess I can play some music while we're waiting, at least. Let's see. Looks like it's including... well, no, I guess it has to refresh to include the new stuff. So, we'll start with this. Did you switch to dial-up? That's what it kind of feels like downloading this stuff. Oh yeah, can you guys even hear this? No, you can't. Hold on. Okay, now you can. So yeah, we could just chat for a bit while I'm trying to download this stuff. Oh, and I might be able to even show you guys something new too. Dexter, yesterday, sent me a new Sonic the Hedgehog 3D model to mess around with. So, I guess we can open that and see what that looks like. When are you going to do more channel point rewards? Whenever I can think of them. What I'm trying to get going is more... hold on, let me turn down the sound of the music a little. That's probably overpowering me a bit. What I'm trying to do is get some sound alerts going, and I keep forgetting to ask my friends if they'll help me because I have that mindset of I don't want to bother people, but at the same time, I kind of need to bother people. Oh wow, this is super interesting. Is this like on camera view? Yeah, it was. Here, let me take you guys over to the Blender screen so you can see what it is that I'm looking at here. I'll turn on that. There we go. So, it looks like Sonic's missing some of his color here, like in his face. I know how to do sound alerts in the web-based stream. Yeah, but this would be different. This would be for, like, OBS. You can always ask me for ideas. I appreciate that. Can I manipulate anything here? Right now. That is very strange. I don't even see the usual Blender foreground. Huh. So when I opened this took me over to shading. And I guess this is where you manipulate the, yeah. This is where all of, like, you can actually move stuff. Like the hands and the feet and all that. Inverse kinematics, forward kinematics. If OBS can use web-based Streamlabs, I can help. I will have to look into that. What is this? Oh, it's an eye. I think it's a reference. Yeah, that's just an image. Okay, well, I'll leave that there while I download some more of these tracks, and then we'll get to work properly. Now, where did I leave off? Okay, so it looks like there's about 8 more tracks to download. Oh, I guess I already downloaded that one. So, what have you guys been up to over the weekend? Vertal Mind. Hey there, I really enjoy your content. It's awesome. I'd love to join you next time. Feel free to reach out to me on Discord. What do you mean, join me? You mean, like, join me on the dark side of the Force? Or you mean just, like, chatting? Anyway, back to downloading. So yeah, back to my original question. What were you guys up to over the weekend? Well, Sean, I know, we did D&D on Saturday, but how was your Sunday? What were you up to? Oh my god, I wish there was an ability just to bulk download these albums rather than just doing it one track at a time. Oh yeah, I should probably bring up the music by Chill Hop thing while we're waiting. Oh, already got that one. I thought I got the next one. And do you guys have any plans for today? Class. God, how many more of these are left? Oh, and I'm getting a phone call. Hold on, guys. All right, I have to go see to my mom. She's up a bit earlier than I thought, so I guess it's going to be a bit of a 20-minute break before we even get into the learning, but that's okay. We'll be able to do this stuff a little uninterrupted then. So, yep, 20 minutes. I'll be back, and then we'll get to it. I'm going to switch tracks from chill hop to something else just so we don't run out of chill hop music until we get to the new stuff. So, be back in a bit, and I'm sorry again about this. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Actually, let's go over here. So, yeah, sorry about that unexpected break there. I was expecting to wake my mom up in about, well, 13 minutes from now at 12:40 my time, and whatever else time that is in your part of the world. Just 40 minutes past this current hour. And, you know, I would have said, okay, I'll be back. You know, I gotta go see to my mom. But yeah, so, that's what happened. My mom got up a bit earlier, so I had to see to her needs. For those who don't know, I work as a caregiver for my mom. That's my day job. Well, really, it's like a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. And streaming and, you know, playing games and trying to do all of this learning stuff, that's, well, that is a side job. So, you know, anytime I say, look, I gotta get up, I gotta help my mom back to her room, it's because, she has trouble walking. She needs me to bring her meals. You know, just caregiving related stuff. That's what I have to do throughout the day. And I know that interrupts the flow of the live streams a bit. But, you know, it's the best I can do, unless I can split into 2 people. So, I appreciate everyone who has come by in the stream chat on YouTube and Twitch. Nick Gamer, Sharon Dutton. Wait. Yeah, Sharon Dutton, Alpha Proto. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are still here, so sorry about that. But, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to trying to download some of these tracks, and then we'll actually get into the blending, so we'll just chat a bit. Oh, I'm glad you're still here, Tate. Thank you. Now I need to see where I left off from. There we go. So, Tate, are you working on anything today? While all this is going on? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to be working on my comic. Was away momentarily to fix some lunch, but still had you on. All right. Well, at least you had some at least you had some background music, is what I'm trying to say. Backup music, background music. But yeah, I hope your comic book work is going well. Okay, we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4 of these tracks, and then we'll get to work properly. It's slow going, but yeah, things are progressing well. Well, I am glad to hear that. I know I need to return to my own comic book work, but as usual, I'm very scatterbrained, and I'm trying to do a million things at once. So everything is progressing much slower than if I just focused on one thing at a time. Alright, that is the last track. So now, I'm going to try to do something here. See if I can hit refresh or album scan or Windows Media Player could just shut off. You know, it could just do that on its own. And same, man, same. Yep, ain't it the way. Yeah, this is scanning all the other stuff, but not the music. Oh, okay. I guess I can add a folder. That'll make more sense. Okay. Let's see what that does. Update complete. Oh yeah, and there's my auto message there for people if they want to donate or help out with my current goal. Wait, is that showing up? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. It's there if you want to help. If not, it's fine. Okay, yeah, I think that's all the new tracks. Man, that took so long. Okay, well, let's start this up. Starting a bit quiet. Okay. Alright. Well, let me load up the actual Blender folder that we're going to be working from. Nope, not going to work on that. I'll have to come back to this at another time. Now for the tutorial. Log in. Yep, you're signing back into Udemy. Oh, yeah, I better bring this back over here. Okay, so what lesson? Oh, we're up. Hold on, actually, before we start, I want to show you guys this. The bookmarks bar. Okay, so let's go over here to this scene. Oh, actually, I got to turn off screen capture. There we go. So take a look at this here. This says Blender, animation, and rigging bring your creations to life. 48% complete. So we're almost halfway done with this course. That's going to be great because as soon as we finish this course, we're going to go over here to this course, Anime Character Creator. And then we'll probably come down to this one over here, Introduction to 3D Sculpting. How to make, you know, model a dragon. Because I want to model a creature, and then a spaceship. Maybe have the spaceship fight the creature once I can figure out how to do, like... Oh, actually, maybe we should do this one next. Explosions, destruction, and physics. I wonder if that one teaches you how to do, like, lasers and stuff in Blender. You know what? Let's take a look. We have it, so why not take a little peek at it. So yeah, this has been the Blender instructor the entire time, Greg Abbott. It looks like this one has a different instructor, maybe? Yeah. So there's another guy right over there. So how long is this course? Appreciate it, that Tate. Thank you so much. Yep, we have made some progress, and I'm, you know, trying to learn how to animate characters, because that's all I've wanted to do, is just animate characters, make them do things. Either, you know, jumping or flying or something of that sort. Let's see, how to destroy a building, making a fighter jet VFX shot, shooting a car with a missile, adding CG in live footage. Now that could be interesting. How much are you looking to raise for your down payment? Oh, well, it says up there at the top, the total goal is $3,000 for the down payment on the car. And, you know, every bit helps. But I'm also putting money towards the down payment each month myself from my job as my mom's caregiver. So, you know, this meter will go up over time. I mean, it just did thanks to the Twitch payout that I got, which, you know, it wasn't a huge amount. It was like $75. But still, I appreciate all of the support. So every little bit will help out. So I'm trying to do something like $300 a month. I don't see the goal of $3,000. Hold on, let me take a look at the live stream. Yeah, it says 13.04% of the goal, which is where we currently are at now. So we're essentially a little over a tenth of the way there. So, you know, $300 is a tenth of $3,000. So you just have to do it in like multiples of 10. But yeah. I will have enough at this current rate by about the end of the year. So like December. Try to, you know, raise this amount by the time I turn 40 on December 22nd. I hate math. Yep. The goal is blending in with the white page. It's hard to read. Oh, the goal is blending in with the white page. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Maybe if I go to like a blank page. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's right there at the end. Thank you for pointing that out, Tate. Appreciate that. So yeah, you can see the 0 on the left side of the meter, and then the 3,000 on the right side. So there we go. Now we got 217 days to go before I turn 40. Okay, so we're gonna come off of this page because we're not. Oh, I see it now. All right, cool. So we're gonna come off of this page because we're not gonna do this course. I want to see something though. Let's see, Blender lasers. I just want to see if there's like a course like that to buy. Let's see, complete Blender Mega Course, beginner to expert, Geometry nodes. Character creator. Master Blender 3D with Wild West environments. This is actually something I want to get, but that'll be for later. Let's see. Oh, this might be it. The Ultimate Blender 3D Simulations, Physics and Particles. 4.4 compatible. Alright, let's click on this real quick. Preview this course. So what's in this course? Keyframe animation, rigid body physics, cloth physics, particle systems. Ooh, force fields. Let's see, particle systems. Emission particle system source, rotation, Newtonian physics, keyed physics. Wait, does that say Boyd or bold? I think that says Boyd. Yeah, B-O-I-D. Fluid particles. Okay, so that's like for water simulation. But I want to do lasers. Hair particles, air dynamics. Bee swarm animation. Actually, that would be very useful. Hair animation. Fire and smoke. Oh, wait, liquid simulations. That's down here at the last part. Alright, well, we'll grab this course later. I don't need to buy this right now. And yeah, that basically did display part of my debit card, but thankfully not the full thing. Whoops. Oh well. But yeah, I just wanted to see if there were any courses that could show how to like create laser effects in Blender 3D. But we'll have to work on that later. We gotta stick with what we're doing for now. So let's go over here. Well, don't dox yourself. Well, no, that didn't like, you know, that didn't show my physical address, but that did show, yeah, part of something that probably didn't need to be shown. Ah, well. Alright, so let's take this away, because I'm not gonna show the tutorial itself, because as I say, it's paid content, and I'm not gonna rebroadcast paid content. So you guys will watch as I, well, try to follow along with the tutorial itself. Oh yeah, is the music by Chill Hop thing? Yeah, it is. I guess I could bring that up slightly, just so it's a little easier to see. I need to change that object there. Oh, but I'd have to keep changing it from It's a Trap Productions to It's a Trap Plays. Whatever. It's an outdated logo. So, we'll change it to the new one. And then shrink it down to size. Yep, there that is. So yep, that's the new It's a Trap Productions logo. So I'm gonna shrink that down to there. I may have to make that even smaller, because that's still a pretty sizable, like, little chunk there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it wasn't enough, but sometimes people can track the smallest things. Yep, that's absolutely true. So, I may go back and, like, trim that part of the stream out. You know, in case anyone wants to go back and watch this later and chart my Blender 3D journey. So, alright, let's get to work, shall we? We're only nearly an hour into the stream, so let's finally actually start doing stuff. So I'll turn screen capture back on. There we go. So you don't have to deal with my Windows bar the entire time. So what lesson are we on? Lesson 31, creating and parenting the new rig. Okay, so we're going to parent the bones to the model. Kind of like what we did before, but this is new. Okay, so what are we doing? We're gonna be using something else? We did all of that for nothing? I must swirl my coffee around and then drink it. Object data properties, scroll down. Oh. Okay. I see what he's talking about. So we gotta fix something in the current rig. Let me rewind that slightly. Bone spine 004. Let's see. Okay, so he's in edit mode. Oh yeah, spine 004. Let's see, I think it's... Yep. Ooh.
Zoom into that. Here we've got a numpad, and you can see the disconnect there. So if you do get an error message with a connected bone problem, you need to find that particular bone and check the connection. So I'll select the head on the bone. We can use snapping for this as well.
Okay, so we select this. Wait, do I have that selected? Okay, now I have it selected, and then I need to turn on snapping, which I think is this. Yep. I'm learning things. Dear God, who knew it was possible for someone set in their ways to learn something new? I sure didn't for the longest of times. Oh yeah, I want to check something here too before we continue the journey. Okay. Head over here. Sorry, like I said, I am very scatterbrained. So you're saying old dogs can, in fact, learn new tricks. Good news for me. Yeah, Tate, you know, like I said, if I can learn this stuff, you can learn this stuff. Oh, nice. And Sean, I see, is rebroadcasting my stream on his channel. Great. So that does, in fact, work. We're testing that for when we play Dungeons and Dragons again, which that was such a fun session on Saturday. I know you were there, Tate, but for anyone else who wasn't there, you can find the VOD on my It's a Trap Plays YouTube channel. It's so good. I had 2 hero moments. Oh, and now I understand. Okay, so you guys, Sharon Dutton and Derpy Entertainment, you guys are over here on Sean's stream. Okay. That's why. That's why I was like, oh, who are you guys? And yep, there it was. Okay, so yeah, this actually works. Very cool. Alright, so that means Sean is going to see all the things that I see. So I better keep all of the sus things off of my channel. Well, you know, only a little bit of them. Wait, which button is the sus button again? There we go. There's the sus button. Well, that was more evil than sus. Where's the evil button? There we go. That's the evil button. So 3 is evil, and 6 is sus. If only I had a key for number 9. I would have been like, 369! Yeah. Alright, alright. So yeah, I'm trying to check some stuff on the... Well, actually, yeah, I'll just go ahead and link to the gaming channel. Oh, let me subscribe to Sean's channel on my gaming channel. There we go. So yeah, I will go back and link to session 5 for everyone who missed that. It's so fun. And in fact, actually, instead of linking to session 5 directly, I'm going to link to the playlist. Word up, my rigger. Oh, you went with the hard R version. Hey, Mr. Proto, welcome back. I had to take a break earlier because my mom, well, she needed me, so I had to go see to her and make her coffee and all that stuff. Can't start the day without coffee. I need a coffee emote. I better have Dexter design me one of those. Well, not an emote, but like, an emotion for my VTuber. Because I've got, like, gaming and all the other stuff, but, you know, I need a coffee one, too. Alright, so here is the playlist for Dungeons and Dragons. I still need to add in Session 0. Which is, you know, us coming up with our characters and talking about who they were and all that stuff. And also just, you know, go subscribe to It's a Trap Plays, because that's where all of my gaming stuff is handled and will be seen. In fact, I got a new Ko-Fi one. Oh yes, of course. I hate saying Ko-Fi. It's coffee! There's even other sites directly like Ko-Fi that's called, like, Buy Me a Coffee. It's so silly. But yeah, I have a new replay up on It's a Trap Plays. I uploaded my entire... the entire playthrough of me and Shweeby playing Donkey Kong Country 2. Today, I uploaded an earlier stream from 2022 of us playing Mario games. So it was like Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World. We played those. I don't remember if we played the Lost Levels. I need to take a look back at the replay. But yeah, there's that, and there's a new short video as well, which I will show you guys right here. So this was from me and my friend Danny playing Power Stone. Let me pause the music for just a second, and then I'll enable this, and then we'll turn off screen capture, and I'll disable my my donation thing just for a second, just so you guys can see this stuff a bit clearer. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh no, you guys can't hear anything. That's weird. I couldn't even hear anything. Is this muted? Oh, it was muted. Okay. Duh. Alright, once again. And once again, I don't hear anything. What the trudge is going on? Oh, this tab might be muted. Unmute tab. Once again, with feeling. What the heck? Oh, that went to the actual stream that this is based on. Oh, did it actually go to that moment? Oh, that was cool. Okay. Play?
Finally.
Ah.
Come here.
No, you already shot me before. Will your bloodlust know no bounds?
Oh God, man.
That's a clippable moment right there. Danny's bloodlust. Alright, so that's that. It's just a little short, like 20-second clip. But yeah, it's a lot of... Power Stone was so much fun. That was my first time playing that game, and I'm glad I got to do that. Okay, now let's look back at chat here. Let's see. I agree with you, man. It's coffee to me. Yeah, I mean, the logo is a coffee. Whatever. Alpha Proto says, any chance I can play you in the recent Capcom collection? It was painful hearing you and Danny play. You both seemed so clueless when it came to those games. I wish I was there to drop some knowledge on you. So, Mr. Proto, if you have time this upcoming weekend, this Saturday, Danny and I are going to play the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 again. And we're probably just going to play the games that we really enjoyed, like Power Stone 1. We didn't really like Power Stone 2 because it just seemed to drop us into a co-op only mode. You know, unless you know some way of, like, navigating around that. We enjoyed that. We enjoyed playing Project Justice. CVS 2 was a good one. Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper was fine. You know, it's Street Fighter Alpha 3. We've played that before, so that wasn't anything new. And we played Capcom Fighting Evolution, and we'll never do that again because that game is trash. It was trash then, and it's trash now. Tate says, I'd never actually seen Power Stone in action until I watched that video yesterday. Yep, you know, it was an arcade game, and then it came to the Dreamcast, and then I don't think it was ported over to anything else like the PlayStation 2 or GameCube or anything, unlike something like Skies of Arcadia. Well, actually, that's a Sega game, so I guess... Well, whatever. It was made with, like, Dreamcast hardware in mind. It was ported to the PSP. Well, that doesn't help. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. But that's interesting. Two is 4-player. Yeah. But we always seem to be dropped into like co-op modes. It was always like us against the CPU, and we wanted to fight each other, not fight with each other. Alpha Proto says, if you have 3 people in Power Stone, maybe it'll be versus player. And I'm a big Capcom fan. I got a Dreamcast with my first paycheck, then I bought a bunch of Dreamcast games. Ah, yes, and you said as much in your comment on the live stream. Well, yeah, like I said, this Saturday, we will be doing another session of Capcom Fighting Collection 2, and we're also going to play a bit of Virtua Fighter 5 Revo, so maybe we can give that another shot with you playing that with us. So I will post the link to the stream in the chat. Yeah, here it is. It's 2 games versus 2 dudes, and I'm not changing the title. So here's the link to that stream. Saturday! My brother got the game. I should be able to share his Steam purchase. Yeah, you can just log on to, if you guys have like a family account or something, which I believe Steam does now. So that will be good, and hopefully I'll see you there. So that stream is going to start at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 4 p.m. Central and 7 Eastern. And thank God we're not doing D&D again so soon. Because those streams, I love them, but boy, oh boy, they are some epics. I think I want to get an editor to go back and edit out some funny clippable moments from each of the sessions and turn those into individual videos, and then one day I might even go back and animate those. Tate says, I would like to pick up Fighting Collection 2 at some point. Yeah, it's like well, I think it's $40 now. Let me load up Steam and check. Tate says, yeah, man, I was so tired staying up to watch that whole D&D stream. Dude, I was falling asleep at points because, like, my meds were kicking in. I was like, oh my god, I'm actually falling asleep on stream, and, like, I have never done that before. Like, I have been tired, but I've never felt myself, like, drifting off to sleep. And I'm like, how many goddamn goblins are there in this cave? It's so much. Okay, store page. And yeah, the game's $40 now. Oh, you guys probably heard that because I don't think I didn't tick off desktop audio. Okay. Alrighty. So $40 to get Capcom Fighting Collection 2, and it is absolutely worth it. I'm probably going to play Project Justice again just on my own time because it's funny. When I played that game originally on the Dreamcast over 24 years ago, old. I'm getting a serious case of old. I should just start putting some skulls in the chat. I didn't like Project Justice back then. In fact, I had a very bad reaction to it because I was like, I liked Rival Schools so much more than Project Justice. But then I played Project Justice and I was like, hey, this is actually pretty good. I can't find any skulls on Twitch. Oh, well. It has a good story with alternate paths. Yes, I remember that much, but it's been so flippin' long since I played it. I don't remember all the intricacies, so... Tate says, when the gob started laughing at you, he was like, what's going to come out of the back of that cave? I know, it just... Let's see, you could arcade run Project Justice. Maybe. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's the plan for this Saturday. Those 2 games. Well, it's a lot more than 2 games, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's get back to work. Rival Schools does have a better story. I hope it gets a collection with the school days game translated. That would be so good. According to what Danny has seen and heard, Capcom will be working on a third Fighting Collection game, because Fighting Collection 2 is selling much better than Collection 1, because Collection 1 was mainly about, like, bringing Darkstalkers back. And, you know, people love Morgan, but, you know, Darkstalkers was never, like, the premier Capcom fighting franchise. Well, like, none of these games really were, but some games were very much beloved. I never got into Darkstalkers. It was all about, like, supernatural characters, and in my Christian household, that just, that would never fly. And, to be quite honest, I probably wouldn't let my kids play Darkstalkers either. So I'm being a very bad and hypocritical man. Tate says, I really liked Darkstalkers when it came out. Yeah, I never played it. I never got to play it. And I was probably playing other things at the time. So, completely missed out on it. Yeah, lots of naked ladies and Darkstalkers. Yeah. It's definitely a more mature game than, like, the Street Fighter Alpha series, which, you know, they're based on the same fighting engine. But, yeah. Alpha Proto says, the first time I saw that in the arcade, I had to sneak to see the intro because it had Morgan naked in the intro. There you go. Yeah, definitely a more mature game. So yeah, I hope Rival Schools gets included in the next collection. I hope maybe the Street Fighter EX series gets into the next collection. I mean, hey, if Capcom could, you know, work out stuff with SNK, maybe they could work out stuff with Arika. The Felicia, the Catwoman, is super naked. Yeah, she just has, like, strips of fur covering her boobs and nether regions, so... Yeah. I know a lot of people like Felicia, but I wasn't. Like, the first time I saw her, I was like... She's cute, but those big cat claws and paws just, yeah, I'm not down for that. The funny thing is, Felicia is the Christian of the game. I did not know that, actually, because I've never really read up on the lore of the characters. Tate says, the huge paws were a bit weird. It's like, yeah, Capcom, you know, she's cute, but... Ugh, those... Nope, I can't get down with that. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Elena is going to be back in Street Fighter 6 pretty soon. I think that's... When does that happen? Elena, Street Fighter 6... Release date? June 5th. Okay, so yeah, that's not too far away from now. So we'll probably play Street Fighter 6 again very soon. Oh, Danny sent me a link. I need to check this out real quick. Oh, it's one of those kinds of links. Well, that's definitely not going on the screen, and I will not be sharing that in the chat. Maybe I'll send you guys the links on Discord later, but nope. I'll just say it involves Mai from King of Fighters, and that's it. I'll just have to let your imaginations go wild. Well, that was a nice distraction. Okay. My, oh my. But yeah, both streams on Saturday were a lot of fun, playing Capcom Fighting Collection, and then doing the 6-hour epic D&D stream. So that was like a total of 8 hours streamed throughout the day on Saturday. So for all of you who joined me for that, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and looking forward to doing more D&D. So that'll probably be in like 2 weeks, like 2 Saturdays. Well, this Saturday going by, and then the next one will probably be the next session. Oh, sorry. Mr. Proto said, "Yep, I am happy to see some Street Fighter 3 characters return to Street Fighter." I am too. I want to see Fei Long come back in Street Fighter 6. SEAGATE. Oh, and Sean from Street Fighter 3. He needs to finally come back. I mean, he was in Street Fighter 5, you know, during the cutscenes, not as a playable character, because that was before, I guess, Ken taught him some stuff. It's so funny how for the longest time Street Fighter 3 was the end of the Street Fighter timeline. And it was that way for like, I don't know, 18 years or so. Fei Long could have a really cool redesign. I really want to see how Sean has progressed as a fighter/character. Same here, because God knows Sakura has gotten so much love. So, yeah, I want to see Ken's student show up and you know, show off what he's learned. For the love of God, give him back the Hado cannon. He had that like in Street Fighter 3, and that was it. I never played Second Impact, even though I have the 30th anniversary collection, so I should play it sometime. So I don't know if they took that super art away from him, but in Third Strike, he did not have that. And they took away his, like his volleyball spike Shoryuken, which hit you twice, and I was like, God dang, that was devastating. Sad thing is you can parry that one with one hit. Oh yeah, the Hado cannon. Yeah, it's kind of like Dan's, like, Goduken, or whatever. It's like super weak. But yeah, you know, like we said, we gotta see how these characters progress. It's funny how they've been a part of our lives for so long, but they're not real people. You know, they don't exist in reality, but we know their names, we know their history better than we know, like, real life people. And, you know, that just goes to show how powerful fiction can be. Yeah, they've built up a mythology. They have. They absolutely have. And Capcom has so many great gaming series out there, like, you know, Mega Man, Devil May Cry, Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Final Fight. They got so much stuff. And, you know, with these collections, it's nice seeing them, you know, either acknowledge the past. Oh yeah, Ace Attorney as well, which is a game series I've never played. I did watch the storylines of the first game. I was like, okay, so like this is anime, like legal stuff. There's like an anime for every genre out there. But yeah, all of these great characters. What they should do sometime is just like, you know, instead of like a Marvel versus Capcom, they should just do like a Capcom Mega Mix. Well, I mean, I guess they tried with Fighting Evolution, but that was awful. But so like, don't call it Fighting Evolution. Just call it like Capcom Mega Mix or something. Like what Sega did with their characters. And just, yeah, let them have it out. Let's have Virgil face off against Bison and tell him how foolish he is. Capcom is as prolific as Nintendo when it comes to game titles. Maybe more? Maybe more what? Oh, prolific. Oh, Capcom is... Well, that's kind of hard to say. Okay, well, when it comes to game titles. Okay. I guess I was thinking about more, like, overall, like, impact on the gaming, you know... I hate to use the word industry because it's so much more than just, you know, the industrial, commercial aspect of it. It's like its culture as well. So yeah, gaming culture. That would be a better word. I guess I could say, yeah, they're more or less on equal footing. Yeah, I think Capcom has more IPs. Prolific. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Tate. Yeah, I'm just thinking about it, like, you could go into Smash Brothers Ultimate right now and just have matches made up of, you know, some Capcom characters. Alright, well, that's enough thinking about that. We have work to do, my friends. Speaking of which, Alpha Proto, how goes your work on that project that you can't talk about? Just, is that progressing any? Because I'd love to have you design more characters for my comic project, and, you know, since you're here, I can just talk directly to you. But I also don't want to take you away from that job and, you know, divide your attention, so... I just gotta be patient. Working on it now. Alright. Good man. Well, I guess we better stop staring at this guy's neck and actually do something. Okay, so we need to go to... Wait, which menu is that? Is that menu here? That looks different than what I've got. Let's see, snap to. Let me see how he did that. Oh, that's this menu right here. Okay, turn on vertex. There we go. See, I just need to pay attention to things. Mr. Proto says, let me wipe my eyes here for a second. It's progressing. I have to give updates twice a week. On Monday, I have to tell them what I plan on doing, and on Friday, I have to tell them what I have done for the week. That's reasonable. You know, with me, the way I tend to do things, I'm just like, all right, you know, I'll just let you work at it at your own pace, and then I'll come back in like either a week or a week and a half, and I'll be like, so, you know, how's things progressing? So, yeah, that's a very reasonable thing to ask for with the people that you're working for. Okay, so we turned on Vertex.
Snap to the bonus. So I'll press G to grab. And now
Okay, so then we go over here. See, I think we still have that clicked on. G. Oh, that didn't snap too. Not supposed to... Unless... Oh, okay. So I think that's supposed to be more like this. There we go. Okay, that did snap too. Well, okay, it's being like... It's being pulled in a bunch of directions. Let me try that again. Yeah, because there's these two bones here. See if I can do it like this. It still didn't snap too. Am I at the right angle? Okay, let's just say I left it there. Oh, no, that is not the right place for that. Undo. Let me rewind this to make sure I've got this right. Okay, so we have snapping on, snap to vertex. Huh. But it's not doing that here the way it is in the tutorial. Yeah, it's snapping to that, but not where it needs to go. Oh. There we go. Now it did. I just had to pull it. Gotta pull real hard on things. I said hard on. Alright, continuing onward. Alright, so now we can go back here. Well, I guess he more or less has it kind of like this. And then we come back here.
and this time it says regenerate rig. So it did actually create a rig, but it's not actually a proper rig because it's not rig. So I need to regenerate the rig. So I'm going to press it, and now we can see the new real-time rig. There's lots of interesting controls.
Oh, so that's where all this stuff comes from.
You can still see that in the background. That's that one. The new rig tool rig. And this is the one we want to mention.
Very interesting. It's like I've unlocked a puzzle. No wonder people buy this stuff pre-made. This does take a while. I can only imagine what the controllers will look like on a creature, like a Godzilla, for instance. Okay, well, onward and upward. So we'll go here. So now we got to parent all of this stuff together because that's what today's course is called Creating and Parenting the New Rig. And then tomorrow we'll be editing the rig. I guess we'll be done with this section by Friday, so let's see. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yep, so, and then we'll be at the end of section 4. And thank you everyone who is watching on YouTube, Twitch, and X. Once again, I don't have anybody from THICC on here. It's like, unless I stream at 6 p.m. Pacific time, no one really shows up on THICC. So, I think I might stop streaming on THICC altogether. I don't know. I mean, I have made some progress on there. I've got, like, 42 followers. I'd be ashamed to just stop, but, you know, no one ever shows up around there. Alpha Proto says, since there is no rush, I can still find time to design characters for you. I appreciate that. Alright, we'll talk soon. Because, you know, we were about to start designing one of the third major characters for the comic book project. But, you know, stuff happens. Stuff has come up. I have a broken dryer, by the way, so we're in the process of trying to replace that. And, you know, still trying to save up for the car because that's needed. So, it's so much. Tate says, wow, okay, I was looking for an answer to Nintendo versus Capcom, and according to this one article, I found Nintendo has 356 series. Some of those must be really obscure, and it lists Capcom with only 42. The answer to life! That is a much bigger gap than I imagined. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of those are probably a bit more rare these days, like, well, I was gonna say Star Tropics, but I think Square made that? I don't know, it's an NES title, and I played it for a few minutes once, and I was like, I don't get this. So, I don't remember. Alpha Proto says, sorry about your dryer. Yeah, it sucks, but the good thing about that was I was able to mostly finish cleaning my mom's clothes. So, I got about halfway done with those with the dryer, and then finally it kaputs. Tate says, I never played Star Tropics, but I remember it being popular. Can you look up real quick who made it? If it was Nintendo, if it was Square? Does a broken dryer mean you have to use a clothesline until it's fixed? I mean, if we had one, we'll just have to hang up our clothes in spots around our rooms the next time we do any kind of washing. NFPS says, yo, what are you learning today? Oh, Nintendo made it. Alright, thanks, Tate. We are parenting this rig to this model. And I'm learning how to parent a more advanced rig, because, you know, there's all these other controllers here. So that's what's going on. So, you know, it's still really basic stuff. I'm not modeling characters. I'm not compositing stuff. You know, I'm just learning to move stuff around. It's not hard. Well, I mean, it is for me, because I'm just learning this stuff, so. You making custom weight painting or automatic? Well, I don't know, because I'm following along on a tutorial. But, anyway, appreciate you being here. Alright, back to the tutorial.
And select our new rig with Trident rig. So I'll select the body and select our new rig.
Oh, right, I gotta select the body again. So that's Mr. Tom right there. Mr. Tom Selleck. Wait, is Tom Selleck the guy with the mustache? I'm sure Tate will know this answer. Oh, wait, what did that say again? Oh, right, you have to select the rig as well if we're going to do any parenting. So, I guess it's like shift. There we go. Okay. Alright, so yeah, with automatic weights. Control P with automatic weights. Tate says yes. He played Magnum PI on TV. I knew it! That mustache is legendary! It's like Van Damme always doing the splits. Or, who else is known for some legendary thing in films? Oh, Steven Seagal never making a facial expression. Or, Harrison Ford always being a crotchety old man. Even when he was younger. Like, these damn people, these damn Star Wars fans, I hate them. Groucho and the cigar. Yep. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where are we on the music track? Okay, good. We still have a ways to go. God, I love this chill hop stuff, but it takes so long to download. I know I said that earlier, but it's just one of these, just a small annoyance. Okay, anyway.
So now comes the fun of testing the rig out. So I'll select the rig and press Control Tab.
Okay, so we select the rig. So I guess we can just click on anything here. Click on this boxy part. And then he says go into pose mode. Okay, so we're testing to see if it parented correctly. It looks like it has, but, you know, this is a more advanced rig than what I'm used to. Oh, right, the tutorial's over here.
Now initially this can seem slightly daunting. What we have is just
Oh, sorry, my coffee's trying to kill me. It can be a two-headed beast sometimes. It gives you caffeinated power, but then it also tries to choke and kill you. And then I take another sip.
instead of bones. So this shape of here is I press G to grab, or snap and turn that off. I press G.
Oh, okay, so we want to turn off snapping for right now. And then he says if we press, like, G to grab here, this main controller. Oh, no! It didn't parent. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. That happened in the tutorial as well. Okay. This is supposed to happen. Okay. I am not crazy. His hair is still on there. I was just like, what happened to his hair? I thought that was his face for a second. That scared me. Whew. This stuff. It's interesting.
Grab, you can see that that's just the root bone, so that big bone we put at the bottom, and it's fairly fairly straightforward to change the shape of your bones into objects like this to make them easier to select and see. So the target for the IK is this shape of box we put in.
Okay, so we're going to come down here. Click on this. I know for more experienced folk using Blender, probably don't need to zoom in this much, but, you know, this is me trying to learn things. Ah, yes. Go down here, click in front. There we go. Oh wow, this is a more advanced rig. Couldn't do this before with the first rigs that we did. So this can kind of rotate the foot this way and that way. Oh yeah, I guess we can hide the original rig. I was like, yeah, we're not even manipulating that. We have the other one. Oh, okay, so yeah, the model's not parented to the original rig, but this new one. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is way more advanced than what I've learned so far. It's almost like riding a bicycle with training wheels, and then all of a sudden the training wheels come off, and it's like, oh, spit! There's so much more to learn than I thought possible. And I've seen rigs, you know, like this, and I didn't know what all of the controllers did. Oh, that's a cute picture. Just got this, email notification from this artist that I follow on Patreon. Oh, apparently I got a new follow on Twitch today. It must have been while I was... Yeah, this is while I was away. Vertile Mind. Oh wait, that was at the beginning of the stream, wasn't it? Yeah, that was that person who said, I enjoy your content, it's awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a bot or not. I hope not. Twitch seems to be having trouble with bots lately. Ooh, that's interesting. Some free Blender assets. I will have to take a look at that later. Alright, we're getting distracted, which is what usually happens with me. Hi Raquel, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? How is your afternoon going? I hope the rest of your Fortnite stream went well. I was kind of in and out. You know, I popped in for that other bit where it's like, hey, ask Vader what his favorite snack was. And then you did, and he was like, I like energy bars. I was like, woo! Energy bars! Hooray! And thank you everybody once again who is watching on YouTube. Twitch and, well, I would say Kick, but no one's over there. No, wait, it says I have one viewer. If you're over there on Kick, thank you for lurking. And do we have people on X as well? Yes, just one. Thank you. Raquel says, I'm doing good, just had lunch. Nice. Well, I hope your lunch was good. And I hope the rest of your day also goes good. I just have my coffee. That usually holds me over pretty well. My mom and I are going to make a pasta salad later, once we're done here with this stream. Raquel says, yeah, the Fortnite stream was fun, and Darth Vader loves energy bars. Yep, get him one of those, oh my god. I was going to say Nutrigrain bars. Almost said Nutrigain. I wonder if there is a bar like that. A bar called that. Nutrigain. Nutrigain. Organic mushroom supplements and disinfection. What the fudge? Organic supplements and complements to increase shelf life? Okay, that doesn't sound very appealing at all. Dang it. Nutrigain. Oh, weight gainer pills. So this is to increase weight? I guess that'd be useful if you were, like, wrestling or something. I'm just typing a message to one of my friends. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry. Looking back at chat now. Raquel says, don't know. Alpha Proto says, sounds like it would be good for building muscles. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if you're trying to do that, or, like, if you were part of a sport or something and you wanted to increase your weight, like wrestling or boxing, I suppose. Let's do some wrestling. Well, we'll get there eventually. With lots of stuff. Okay. So, Raquel, are you going to be doing any other streams this week? Yeah, it's for people who want to bulk up, Tate says. That makes sense. Now, where is that tutorial? I've lost track of it. There it is. Okay. We're still doing foot stuff. Ooh. Oh, nice. It's almost like bracing yourself for like either a jump or like sprinting. Oh yeah, didn't we? I think we did this already, but yeah, I guess if you select this down here for the foot, and you bring it up, it basically moves the leg around like that. This is so cool. This is what I've wanted to do all along! All along, I say. Wait, I gotta change the, you rigged this character? Well, it auto-rigged, essentially. But, yeah, the character is essentially rigged, but there's more that has to be done. The lesson's not finished. So, this is creating and parenting the rig, and then tomorrow's lesson is editing the rig, and then Wednesday will be weight painting. The whole point of this series of lessons is to do a run cycle, which is something I've never done before. But yeah, you can see that over here on this side. So we're on this lesson, creating and weight painting the rig. And then this will be Tuesday's lesson, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know, if nothing comes up and I can continue doing this stuff each day this week. And then we'll move on into section 5, animation principles. Rig and skin Benny the Bean? Oh, that should be interesting. Yeah, but there's so much that needs to be done, and I can't wait! Alright, let me take this back over here. First, I will animate characters, then I will model characters, and then I will create environments. Ah, it's beautiful. This Blender journey that we're on, it's gonna last a lifetime. I'll probably get to the point where I won't need to, you know, go to these lessons and do them every day, but what I probably will do is like streams where you guys watch me like work on stuff bit by bit, as I'm able to like just, you know, do this stuff without having to look at tutorials and just be like, okay, today I'm gonna have like I'm gonna have Sonic like run across this field here or whatever, and yeah, you know, just kind of stuff like that. It'll be like simple quote-unquote animations as we move into more complex stuff. Alpha Proto says, yeah, characters pretty much need to be able to walk, run, and talk. You figure that out, and you are good. Yeah, especially for just, you know, like dialogue scenes and stuff. And then the rest is just like composition and cinematography and all that stuff. You know, setting up the camera, setting up the environments. Just, it's freedom. It's unlimited power. The power I have sought my entire life. Anyway, Raquel says, I'm changing things up this week due to my schedule. However, I'm probably doing a few streams. We'll see how it goes. Alright, well, I will try to stop by and say hello, and yeah. I'm glad you at least got the Padme skin for your Fortnite stream. That was nice to see Padme, you know, shooting fools and using a lightsaber. Mr. Proto says, I'm happy you are sticking with the lessons. Never give up. Well, the live stream format is helping me to stay consistent. I gotta do the same thing with the language learning stuff, and I'm mixing that up where I'm just gonna do one language each day. Oh yeah, I need to check with my friends to see if we're still doing Helldivers tonight. In fact, let me ask one right now. I'm sure he'll appreciate that sentence. Mr. Proto says, I have fell off the wagon with teaching myself so many times. Just stick with it. I'm trying. I think if you do, like, this is helping me. Maybe this won't do it for you, but I think if you do it like this, where it's just like, okay, I'm gonna do this live stream and it's just gonna be dedicated to learning whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether if it's like, you know, animation techniques or how to do stuff in like Adobe Photoshop, or, you know, I think that would help. Raquel says, yeah, I wanted at least one of the Star Wars characters in my Fortnite library. Yeah, I have Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett version, and some clone troopers, and yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna put any more money into Fortnite personally, because I just don't play the game. And my friend Dexter has tried so many times to be like, hey, play the game, and I'm like, yeah, now do I really want to? And if I have to force myself to play a game, it's just like, that's not my idea of having fun. So, for all those who love Fortnite and you play it and you enjoy it, more power to you, but it's just not for me. Raquel says, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, exactly. You know, there's games I would love to play with other people, but they're just like, no, it's not something I'm really interested in. Like Gigabash, for instance. It's a game about, you know, giant kaiju beating the crap out of each other. Or there's issues with cross-compatibility. I know some of you guys are on PlayStation and I'm on PC. So, and some of those games just don't. They don't cross paths with each other, which is so lame. But at least Party Animals does. So, like I said, Raquel, the next time you want to play Party Animals, let me know and I'll hop on and we'll fight. They fight. They fight. They fight and fight and fight. Fight, 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 fight. The itchy and scratchy show. Boom. I mean, I might have missed a word in there. I think it's fight and bite, but you know what I mean. A notification from Twitch from May 19th to May 25th. Buy 2 subs to unlock a Crunchyroll Mega Fan free trial. Ah. Well, I guess if that's something anyone's interested in. There's no particular anime series that I'm watching right now, so there's that. Alright, where were we? So we are 5 minutes into this 12-minute tutorial. We should be able to finish this today. Raquel says, I do like Fortnite, however, it is a game that I don't want to play that often. Next time I play the game, I will see if Trickster wants to play. Yeah, sure, next time I play Party Animals, I will contact you. Yep. And just shoot me a message on Discord, and I will try to come along. I should let you know, Wednesday nights, I am busy. I have religious services that night, like from 7 p.m. onward Pacific time, which would be like 9 p.m. Central and 10 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, you know, other nights, if I'm not doing anything, then I will make room. Did someone's... I freaking knew... I sent you a message on... Oh, okay. You answered my message on Discord. Alright, fine, I'll let you off the hook. Did someone say Fortnite and Trickster? And he's so cool and swag? Well, I don't know about that second part, but yes, at least the first part is true. There you go, Raquel. You got the attention of a trickster who loves his Fortnite. All right, and it is confirmed that we will be playing Helldivers tonight. Sending another message real quick. Okay. Hey, here's another friend of mine, Lord Gillian. What kind of D&D is this? I'm animating a scene for from one of our D&D sessions. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's why this guy is T-posing for life. You see, this will be Trevor Trickster's model. I'm lying. Dexter says, I actually just updated Fortnite and was going to play a little bit before Helldiving. Well, you go and you Fortnite, buddy. Anyway, welcome, Gillian. Glad to have you here. And you too, Tricky Man. And Raquel says, oh, just to let you know, Trapp, I usually do video game streams on the weekend. I have a lot on my plate right now, so I can't do gaming streams during the week. Okay, that's fine. I can make room to do a gaming stream on Saturday or Sunday, depending. We might be doing D&D some Saturdays, and other Saturdays it could be busy. So Sunday might be the best bet for that, if you have time. It's D&B, Dungeons and Blender, of course. And Raquel says, hey, Trickster. And yeah, I knew what you meant, yeah. Oi, Gilead, I saw you log into Helldivers. What do you think you're trying to pull? No, but it'll be great to play tonight. So that'll be tonight at about 6 Pacific, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern. Just checking the daily for now. Hopefully I'm able to play tonight. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I need you. We need you. Alright, what the heck are we doing? We're moving stuff around. That's what we're doing. Oh my god. Oh, we're about to see some Mr. Fantastic stuff right here. Check this out. He stretches! Woo! Stretches that way, stretches that. He could do a whole sweep of the room. Just like that. Holy crap. He is Mr. Stretchy Man. Stretch Armstrong, even. Wow. Gillian says, looks like it's all about Illuminate currently. We gotta take 2 more planets in the next 13 hours. Well, we'll be streaming, we'll be playing that in about 4 hours if you're available. So, we got this. We can do it. And hopefully, Jay-Z Kitty can stop by as well. I don't think Sean is going to join us because I think he said he doesn't have his gaming PC back, so... And I don't... Is Jen going to join us, potentially? So I guess we'll see what happens. It could just be me and Tricky Man, or it could be the four of us. You'll have to find out tonight on Helldivers Ball Z. Gillian says, not sure. I'll check with her. All right. Okay, so actually in the tutorial we are going to want to stretch this. It looks like we're going across rather than down. So it looks like he's got the foot in the tutorial about that far. Yeah, so we leave it there. Raquel says be right back. Oh, yeah. You take care of what you need to. I'm just happy that people are here, and hopefully you're enjoying the chilled out music. How many tracks we got left anyway? Oh, we still got a few. Got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more tracks, and then we'll switch over to probably Sonic before the sequel. I gotta download more chill hop music. Maybe just some gaming music in general. Okay, foot underscore IK. Oh, this one. This one here? Which one is he looking at? Oh, the one that we're on, duh. This over here on the left side of the screen. It shows which bone or which part of the rig we've selected. Learning all this stuff is a bit complex, but, you know, I'm trying. Yar, I'm trying me best. I'd also like to one day get a new, either a new microphone arm for my current microphone, one that can get a bit closer to me, or get a headset that has a similar quality microphone sound to what I'm using right now. It's something to kind of invest in, because I am sitting a bit away from the microphone because of how low this chair is. This is a great chair, by the way. I love this chair. It might be a bit of a Chinese knockoff of the Lazy Boy, but it works. But it does cause me to sit a bit away from the microphone, and no matter how much I try to, like, pull it forward... Whoa! I'm starting to pull stuff down, so I don't want that. So yeah, I might invest in, like, a new kind of, like, shorter microphone arm one of these days. Or maybe I could just try and reposition this. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. If I don't have to spend money, then I won't. Just some musings by me. Let's see. Okay, so we're looking at this over here. Rig, yep, all that stuff. Let's see, one of the IK bones. interesting. So it looks like he selected that one. Oh wait, which one did he select? Stretch is under IK foot L. Oh, I'm staring right at it. Ah, very interesting.
Now over here we've got these green bones. I'll turn off the red ones, that doesn't get me. So we've got these green bones here. Main properties, options,
Alright, I'm looking at the tutorial right now, so if you guys say anything in chat, I can't see it, but I'll click back on chat in a moment. So, which one are we on? IK foot L? Well, actually that's more like clicked on the shin. IK, FK, so let's see, that's right under rig properties. So that's set to 0. Okay, so that does, I guess I can pull? Ah, interesting. So yeah, there's lots of ways to manipulate this, but that arrow is still pointing that way a bit to the, well, I guess that's the character's left. But our right. Very interesting. Yeah, so basically in this lesson, we're just looking at what all of the different controllers do on this rig. Because this is my first time encountering something like this. And basically learning how it works. So then I should be able to use that and mess around with some of the other characters that I've downloaded, which have these more advanced rigs. I want to mess around with the fingers in a bit, but we'll get to that later. Okay, so these are called tweak bones. So let's see, I guess you can... Ooh, that bone is not going the way that it should. Well, I mean, that's not too far out of the realm of possibility right there. Oh yeah, I should probably undo that. And then same with... Okay, so yeah, this is where the deformations comes into play. Hey, we're Mr. Fantastic again. Got wobbly knees. Oh my god, I am such a child.
Pull it around. And that's very good for tweaking elements of your animation. If you, let's say, rotate the leg,
Whoa.
for some reason it's just slightly wrong,
we'll select all with A, Alt G, and Alt R. Undo any rotations. Hey, I think I found the boob controllers. Oh no, wait, that's for the back. Sorry. Unless... Nope, that is definitely for the back. Darn it! I thought I found something here. But we'll get to that eventually. Well, I guess we can grab this and kind of like... Let's go... Z... Oh, whoops. Nope. Oh, maybe I have to grab the main bone here. No, that does that. Nope. Darn it, I want to mess around with the hands, but guess we're not there yet. Can't skip too far ahead. Ugh. I'm so frustrated. Let me put myself on angry mode. There we go. I'm angry. We'll stay on angry mode for a bit. Okay, so I'm supposed to mess this up and then kind of get the character back into position. So let me see if I can kind of follow along and see what the instructor did. Okay, so it looks like he has like this. Okay, so gotta go down here. So this is supposed to be purposefully messed up at this point, by the way. And we're trying to figure out, I guess, how to get it back to normal. Or at least following along with the instructor to get it back to normal. So we click this. Which part of the leg did he click? Oh, I gotta look again. Okay, so it's like the foot. This right here. Wait a second. Let me undo that. There. Okay. Go back here.
And then if I select my square
Oh, okay, so we were supposed to do what I just did. So I guess we change it to... Oh, okay, so that's just a click? I thought I could drag this. Or maybe I clicked the wrong one? Let me undo. Well, I mean, that looks technically correct. The best kind of correct. Snap to IC chain to FK result. To current frame. Nothing's moving. Oh, I guess I was thinking of this? Okay, well, let's Control Z that again. I know this is actually supposed to be at 0. Remove all keyframes and reset bones. Okay, yeah. So we basically did that. Okay, now I think we've got it. So let me look back at where we were. Okay, so we did select that bone. Oh, but it's not moving now. So I must have did something wrong. We go back to undo. Oh no, wait, that did all of that again. Ah. Redo. It's funny, I'm trying to get back to where I messed up earlier and see if I can fix it the way that I did the first time. Okay, so there we go. So there was that. And then we click that. And I think we're supposed to do that. Okay, so yeah, that's where we had it before. Ah, what a funny lesson we have here. Okay, so now what do we do next? And change the slider. Okay. Alright, so then we're supposed to do this. No, the square box here. Move this guy around. Okay, and then both the feet won't move around like that, and he's doing a weird dance. I should honestly have this animated like this, just having this guy, you know, go from here to here. Just to, you know, have that be a part of the compilation. And I might just do that later. Like, I'm gonna save this as part... I'm gonna save this as an incremental. There we go. So then I can go back later and mess with this. and do an actual animation where you guys see this. And you just be like, what the heck is wrong with this man? And the answer is everything. In fact, let me do another incremental. And then we'll open 3. So this is 4. So we'll come back and we'll mess with 4. But we'll go to 3. And, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to press Alt-G. Let's see, do we select all the bones?
So I press Alt-G again, square box, and change the slider to the end. And then if I select my square box again, you can see I can't move around the bones. So I press Alt-G
Okay, so we're gonna hit Alt G. And he's back to normal. But yeah, I'll go back to that other one and just do a silly little animation. And that'll be so quirky. So offbeat. Alright, how far are we into this tutorial? We're 8 minutes into the 12-minute tutorial, so we're getting there. Oh wait, where are we going on the list? Okay, so I guess we click Properties? Oh, no. Oh, Rig Layers. Should probably turn that back on. There we go. Ah. Okay, so we're turning off the tweak bones. I actually can't see that, what he's talking about there. Let me pull this out a bit. That's in layers. Let's see, that's bone collection. Huh, and then there's reset position, so that's cool. But yeah, I don't see that here. Is it custom properties? Nope. Not motion paths. Yeah, it's supposed to be under layers, an item, pose position, reset position. Maybe this must be a bit of a difference here, because I think this version of Blender is Blender 3, and the version of Blender that I'm using is like 4.1. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's using Blender 3.62, so that must be something that they changed later on, because I don't see it. Protected layers. Okay, it's not in custom properties. It's not in inverse kinematics. Yeah, it's just bone collections. Unless he clicked on something else. No, we're on the same thing. Well, maybe it's all of this, but yeah, it's just different. Alright, anyway, let's move on. Okay, so he turned the tweak bones back on. Oh, it says play with the torso bones. Alright, you got it. I guess we can turn off the tweak bones again. Let's select them both. Come around. Okay, let's see what happens. Grab so they can come out, or they can go forward. Oh my god, look! I can do a booby thing. Look at that! Woo! Pointy boobs! I am such a child. Alright, let's see. Alt G, that resets that. I mean, yeah, that's basically, I could just do one, kind of grab that, move that around. Wham! Hits him right in the face. So, not much else to do there. Oh, we are going to move on to the fingers, finally. Interesting. Okay, it looks like we're kind of curling the fingers into a fist, more or less. Oh, whoops. Wrong window. We are not doing animations yet. We are simply learning. Why the crap can't I select this? Okay. Oh, I came out of pose mode, that's why. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. So yeah, scaling does that. Very interesting. Of course, you gotta kind of come around like this a little. Maybe not the best view. That's more or less what they have in the tutorial. Oh, okay, so now we're turning back on individual origins, which is over here. All right. Oh, got a bot on Twitch. Let me get rid of that. And it is gone. Okay, I guess I'm not angry anymore, so I'll turn that off. Alright, I'm good. Oh, nice. Okay, so Dom is streaming and he's playing more Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I won't be able to hang out for much of that stream, sadly, because I gotta go do some stuff afterwards. So yeah, we better start getting down towards the end of this. Alright, we're 10 minutes in, so we got 2 more minutes of this. Okay, so we can actually select each finger, and we can kind of come in a bit here, and then hit scale, and then, yeah, that curls, well, kind of little freaky there, but yeah, curls and uncurls the fingers. Very nice. Alright, so we gotta hit Alt S and turn the fingers back to normal. Woo! So you move the fingers by pressing scale rather than grab. How about this? Wait, where's this other control? Oh, this controller. Okay. Ooh, he's feeling the flow. Nice. Yeah, there's so much more control that you can do with this. Yeah, that needs to be rotated a bit.
So hopefully that gives you an idea of controls for this rig. You can probably see how helpful all these controls are going to be when animating. Now before you save your work, it's a good idea to select all the controls and press Alt-G.
Yeah. So we're gonna leave our new rig. We're gonna reset everything. So like Alt-G. Whoops, that was Shift. Alt-G. Alt-S. Oh, Alt-R. There we go. Okay, now we're back to normal.
But also this time Alt-S in case you scale the fingers as well. And of course, once you've done that, make sure you've saved your work ready for next time.
Okay, so we're done. We did it. So we're gonna save this as, yep, rig 3, and then I'll come back to rig 4 and do a silly like movement with it and render that out, and I'll post that on social media later today before we do Helldivers. So that's it. We're done for today, everybody. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me. Here, let me show you real quick on the browser that we are in fact finished with the tutorial. See if I hit full screen. That's it. We are all the way at the end. So we did it. So it took us... Where are you, OBS? There you are. It took us almost 3 hours to get through a 12-minute video. And that was because, you know, I had to take breaks and stuff, and we chatted about games and things, but, you know, it was good. It was a good time, and I enjoyed it. And we'll come back tomorrow, and I'll try to start the stream properly at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the music. I'm going to go and raid my friend Geekdom, who's still, like, introducing stuff. He's still chatting with his chat. Raid Geekdom 78. And I will see you guys back here on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick and X tonight at 6 p.m. for Helldivers, but that'll be It's a Trap Plays rather than It's a Trap Productions, because, as you know, content on that is going to be separate from now on. So thank you for watching. If you're watching on Sean's channel, thank you. If you're watching on my channel, thank you so much. Go ahead and start the raid. Oh yeah, we had some bits that were donated as well today. Who did that? I can't see. I'll have to check. Oh, it was Who. Who Flung Poo cheered 5 bits. So thank you so much. All right, I'll see you guys later tonight. When are you going to do more channel point rewards? I don't know. I'll let you know. I don't have any definites, but yeah. Anyways, thank you all. Thick blessings be upon you. And let's make our dreams a reality. See you later. that was from earlier. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Boo. You said that earlier. Okay, anyway.